Typical Dogs is about a mischievous individual who gets himself into bad situations due to criminal activity. One day he gets in close with the mercs and folk, and they don't take kindly to humanoids. So when a humanoid camp invades a baker's home, he seeks revenge through the mercenary guild Jacob is a part of, and he wants revenge. They wreak havoc, killing even the women and children to make an example out of them. And Jacob is there, and if he doesn't kill them, he'll die. Forced to do something too heinous and evil, he decides to move out of Forza and into Regna, the capital of Perugia, a wealthier and better environment to make a fresh start. This is where things get situated. You see, Jacob made a mistake that day, and it's been threatening to come back to him ever since. As Jacob moves to a new environment, he has to come to terms with his actions. He doesn't talk, and he doesn't take it well, gradually breaking down mentally in the process. Eventually, he decides to make a change. He doesn't want to do it anymore. Selling, stealing, scamming, he wants a different life. But when you leave that world, and you've got no money, that world has a way of gripping you. In the world of Typical Dogs, the world has a way of gripping you into the criminal mind. Their government is a communist-influenced society. They have multiple factions or groups run by companies in line with the Peruvian government and Peruvian military force. They have no police force. These separate factions are companies run by the Peruvian government, and they help maintain society as a whole by any means necessary. One of these factions is known as the Fist or the Company. The others include the corporations or the brigades. This company helped inspire Jacob to do different things with his life, martial arts. So Jacob travels all the way from Regna to the dojo in Regna and asks if he can work for the company. This is what ensues. Season 1 retrograde. Lyko and Jacob travel away from Forza into the depths of Regna, having a fallout with the previous merc group. They decide to start a new life together, away from the crossfires. As they live there, they go through the haunting shapes of their own past deeds, and it changes them. It forces them to make choices, some good, some bad. This is when Lyko begins to mentally break down more and more as he begins to have psychosis. Waking up, he's become more self-aware. He has a plan to steal the artifact, become rift sensitive, and make as much money as possible. There's just one catch. Jacob has to join the company, which he wants to anyway. But when he joins it to steal the artifact, Lyko's plan, when Jacob becomes too attached to the company and everyone, this puts a plank in Lyko's plan that starts to pit the two against each other as the rest ensues. Two sides, one are the stragglers, the other is the Peruvian military. They take extreme measures to silence free speech against their government, accusations of criminal behavior, and wrongful profiling. The other side kills many men and people without hesitation, stealing and berating the land just to achieve freedom from communism. This is where the samurai and shinobi come in, the feudal armed soldiers for the government, being samurai, and the shinobi, the outcasts, the people, the stragglers out there, trying to survive as the rest ensues. Season 2, McClovey/Excalibur and Baylor. Season 3, Jonathan and the Underworld. Season 4, Lisa and the Return of the Golden Age. Season 5, The End of People as We Know It. The Draconian and Humanoid Invasion begins. Jacob was involved in the Mercenary Corps, a private corps started by Lisa. They went on private operations for suspect individuals in Forza, going from job to job, person to person, taking what they wanted at a moment's notice. Things were rough, but the money was good. One day, they met a banker, a man who recently had his land pillaged and people defiled. When this happened, he wanted revenge, so he hired Lisa, Lyko, Sage, and Jacob, and Ren. These are the operatives he hired from their private mercenary corps too. And I quote, do with them as you please, but make sure they're dead. They arrive at the place, but realize something. A lot of them are just villagers. How could this be? Despite this, Lisa knows that if they choke, no money. They'll be back on the streets in no time. If they ever back out an operation, word spreads around fast. And there goes those other jobs you could have had. Lisa, Lyko, Sage, and Jacob proceed. But Jacob hesitates. When he does, it is unknown whether Jacob made the choice because he was scared of what would happen to him if he did it, or because he was really down with them on that level. It is It is inferred that Jacob made the choice on his own. After this, the group had a huge falling out, and they parted ways over time. They went on to live into different areas. They went on to live in different areas, and Lyco and his cousin Jacob went on to move to Regna to start a new life away from everything that happened. When they arrived, they both had issues adjusting to their new life and have to resort to their old ways in order to get by, so to speak. This is when the past comes back to haunt them both when Sage arrives. Ready and determined for opportunity, he is looking for Lyco and wants to start a regime against the Peruvian government. He wants to see Lyco. Jacob is reluctant, as he doesn't want the past to come back to him. Sage doesn't care and takes the opportunity anyway, leaving Jacob and proceeding to attempt to take down powerful leaders in the Peruvian circle. When Jacob loses his way and no longer has a lot of money, he resorts to stealing drugs and sells them for a profit. He tells Lyco, "I'm all in," as he drops the drugs onto the floor, showing Lyco he's back in the game. This is Typical Dogs. Thank you for watching. Take with it as you will. I am now